Hello everyone and welcome back to two-player career mode. This time out we are heading into season 2 and have a big decision to make in terms of the team that we'll be signing for the season ahead. Before we get into that though, let's take a quick look at this season's calendar. We head back to Saudi Arabia for round 1 of the 2025 season before flying to our home Grand Prix in Australia for round 2, same as in season 1. We then head to Imola for round 3, which will lead us to Austria, then Silverstone for rounds 4 and 5, tying up the first half of the calendar. Round 6 will be in the Netherlands before we head to Singapore for round 7. Mexico and Brazil make up rounds 8 and 9 before we head to the season finale in Qatar, which should make for a very intense final round of the season. So a nice calendar here. We've gone to 10 rounds instead of 16 just to try and get through the season a little bit quicker, and we have a nice mix of tracks that we raced in last season and some new tracks that we haven't seen yet in the series. Now, it turns out that the large majority of my viewers aren't actually subscribed to my channel, so if you do happen to enjoy my content, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. It's completely free and you can always unsubscribe later. We head into season 2 fresh off the back of our first career win in Abu Dhabi, so we look to carry the good vibes and momentum forwards into this second season. But with which team will we be racing with? Let's see as we now head into the first episode of season 2.
Are you going straight into your team selection then?
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Ooh. That is certainly a selection of vehicles. So we can either go... I think my face cam's blocking it. We can either go Ferrari, Mercedes, Williams, or Alpine. So we can stay with our current team, drop down to Alpine, which we're not going to be doing, so we are absolutely not staying with Alpine. Or going to Alpine, I mean. Ferrari and Mercedes though. That would be a step up for sure. Absolutely for sure. The thing we have to consider is the regulation change. We don't know what upgrades have been saved by these guys. We know for a fact that all of our upgrades have been saved at Williams, so no matter what, we won't be losing performance with this car. We can take the gamble and go to Mercedes or Ferrari, but I don't know, it's very risky. Ooh dear. You know what, after the season we had with Williams, sure it ended on a high, but even towards the end of that season where we were getting good results and consistent point finishes, there was lots of little moments where they were saying they lost tire pressures or all tire data, and just lots of all these little weird, quirky things that were going on with the team. And I think, especially going into season 2, if we want a chance to be going for this Drivers' Championship, that sort of thing isn't acceptable. I'm definitely not going to Alpine. As much as I loved our stint at Williams, I think it's time to move on to another team. We've run our course, we've helped them as much as we can, we know we've saved every upgrade going into the next season for them, but I'm looking at greener pastures, which leaves either Mercedes or Ferrari. Now, technically, really being a Williams driver, you'd think we'd be more inclined to lean towards the Mercedes. However, Ferrari has come a knockin', and they are my favourite team in F1, and I think if there's any team on the grid that have the resources to save their upgrades heading into this season, it's got to be the Scuderia. So for season 2, I'm going to be signing with Ferrari. Alright, contract signing time. What do we want to go for here? Naturally, we do not have a whole lot of say in what happens at the team. It's our first season being signed at the team, and only our second season as a driver. They're putting a lot of faith in us by taking us on this early in our career. The question is, where do we want to sit ourselves? I'm thinking we'll play it safe and go with the recommended 81. In terms of contract length, we can do 1, 2, or 3 seasons. I'm only going to go 1 season. I also feel like it's a bit more realistic that they'd only give a 1-season contract for the first season. So that's what we're going to go with. A 1-season contract to get ourselves to a driver rating of 81. And all that's left is to sign on the dotted line. Done. We are officially a Ferrari driver for the 2025 season. Alright, moving on from the contract phase to see what the changes are heading into the 2025 season. Ooh.
We've left on a good high.
We left the season on a good note.
Yeah.
Alright,
Finish the season.
finish season.
So sad. I'm walking away from my house.
Yeah, I know, far out. It's a bit emotional. Statistics. Here we go. 1 win, 2 poles, 129 points, 7th in the championship, 2 accolades earned, a driver rating of 77, which is plus 12, and a recognition of 54%, which is plus 6%.
Mine is 0 wins, 0 poles, 10 championship points, 15th in the championship, 0 accolades, driver rating of 67 plus 2, recognition 54% plus 6%.
Very nice.
Horrid season in comparison, but you know.
No, it's fantastic. Ooh. What scenario do we want to use? We can either leave it normal, or we can do high inflation, powertrain only, aero only, chassis only, durability only. I don't like those only ones.
No.
They're crap. High
Um,
inflation, I don't know. All the
Might
good
as
ones
well.
are all the
Yeah,
good ones are
we're-
season 3 onwards.
yeah, we're in a cost of living crisis. Let's do inflation.
You reckon inflation?
Yeah.
All right, high inflation.
And it'll be interesting to see if that means that the bottom 5 teams can also catch up a little bit.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to activate high inflation? This will result in more expensive upgrades for all teams and may result in additional team performance variability.
Yes, that sounds interesting.
But
Oh,
here
I
I am
forgot.
in my new overalls, looking snazzy.
Yes. Oh. So
Driver
I,
moves. Oh,
I,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
oh, that's a few.
Yeah, there is a few driver moves. We
There's
can't
so
even
many,
see
you have
them
to-
all.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to even
out.
scroll down.
No, you can go into the driver standings. Okay, so Red Bull is Verstappen, Perez. McLaren is Norris, Piastri. Ferrari is yourself and Leclerc.
Yep.
Sainz has gone to Williams
Yep.
and he's with Albon.
Yeah.
Aston
Albon's
Martin,
back.
yeah, Aston Martin's Alonso Stroll still.
Yeah.
Um,
McLaren's.
I'm paired with
Hamilton. Oh dear.
Ocon is in Sauber
Oh.
along with Joe.
Yeah.
Snowden and Ricardo at RB. Haas is Hulkenberg and Magnussen, and Alpine is Logan Sargent and Pierre Gasly.
Oh, that is a lineup.
That is a lineup
So
and a half.
Sargent and Albon are back. Who's been dropped? Bottas and Russell.
Yes.
Interesting that Russell got dropped.
No. Yeah, see ya, Russell.
See ya,
mate.
Russell.
See ya, mate.
He fully just got dropped. That's crazy.
Season results. Season 1. And he did actually outscore Hamilton as well.
Oh,
last season.
wow.
Who else got dropped? It was
Bottas, who
And
also outscored Joe. Joe
Easily.
scored 1 point.
Where did he score that 1 point? In Saudi as well.
Saudi first round. Oh my goodness. He got dropped.
That is nuts.
Alright, so looking at upgrades, obviously with high inflation, we are not going to be able to do anything with upgrades whatsoever. As you can see, 400 points just for a minor front downforce, but let's have a look at where our strengths and weaknesses are. In terms of aero, we sit about midfield. Chassis is very good. We are top of the pack at the moment, so that is our strength by the looks of it. Engine, we need a lot of work on. We are in the lower half of the field, so we're going to need to put some time into this, especially, unfortunately, for Saudi Arabia, which is a high-speed track. That might hurt us in this first round, so we've got a lot of work to do heading into this one. And durability is also not great, but honestly, in such a short 10-round season, I think we're going to have to focus on performance first, because there's not a lot of time to focus on getting a car that's going to stick together. We need speed. So I think the first thing we're going to have to work on here is engine power, which, by the looks of it, Leclerc's not looking at anything yet, which is annoying. In terms of actual upgrades, our engine power is actually fully done, as far as I can see anyway. We can only work on ERS and fuel efficiency. ERS is going to be the main focus, I think. That's probably where we're going to struggle the most. We're going to have to pay attention in this first round and see exactly where it is we struggle with this car. But yeah, it's certainly not going to be as easy of a season. I say easy, I was never expecting it to be easy. But we're certainly not going to be as far forwards as I was thinking we might be. Alright, are you ready to advance?
I am.
Alright.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Alright, so you ready to go straight to the reveal?
Yes.
Alright.
Let's go. This game gets called boring with its driver moves, and yet we've accurately got next year's Williams lineup. How have we done that?
How's that?
And also Ocon leaving. That's another accuracy. He went to the wrong team, but it's accurate he left.
True. If only we actually got Sargent to Alpine though.
Oh, that would have been good.
Frederick Vasseur. Indications from testing suggest the car has decent pace, but I expect us to be somewhere around the middle of the field.
Oh,
Over the course of the season, I want us to be the best of the rest.
I've got the exact same message from Toto.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit more of a challenge on our hands than initially may have been expected.
Yeah. Damn, this high inflation is already nuts.
I know. When I was having a look before, I was like, oh dear.
Like, the upgrade I want to get, I'm about 1,600 points short of it.
Oh dear me.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. Anyway, I'm ready to advance if you're not doing any upgrades.
No, I can't afford anything. Decisions there, of course.
Right, I'm afraid to say
Yeah.
that we've had a...
I'm gonna keep... I'm ready to advance whenever you are.
Yep, that's alright. Just give me a sec. Checking in on something. Alright, advance.
And I'll double check my R&D, but I think I'm still, yeah. I am good to go. Simers.
Weather forecast, unsurprisingly, very low chance of rain.
Yeah.
R&D. Ooh, that is an interesting graph.
Okay.
So Williams are ahead of both of us.
What a turn of events. Maybe that one upgrade that we left them with.
That's it. Maybe that made
actually
the
went
difference.
against us.
No massive changes other than that, though.
Yeah.
Everyone lost. Even Williams, actually, has gone down, which is
Yeah.
interesting because we saved everything. But everyone has gone downwards.
Bit rough.
The graph is a bit more zoomed in than it was last season. It goes 500 to 800. Last season was 400 to 800.
Yep.
So keep that in mind, I guess. That everything's closer than it looked last time.
Good battle pack, Sam.
Yes. There's still that gap in the middle of the field. But
Yeah.
it looks like it's actually closed a bit. So that should make things interesting.
Yeah.
Aston has jumped McLaren as well.
Yes. Oh, never mind. It's based off last season. I was about to say, no. Well, if you flick over the last season, Aston Martin ahead of McLaren, but
It's just the same.
just Yeah, it just doesn't update.
Yeah. So we head into practice for the first time in the Ferrari here around Saudi Arabia, getting straight into a track acclimatization program, and we get that purple on our very first lap, so a perfect start to our first practice session. We then head into a hard tyre race strategy, getting that done as well, all 5 laps green, then heading on to the medium race strategy, again 5 laps all green, before finally heading into a soft tyre race strategy, once again 5 laps all green. So this practice session going very well, unlike sort of towards the second half of the first season where we started struggling a little bit, but you can see they're also getting our time management done very nicely. You can see it was only meant to be green, but then it completed and said it was purple, so then I came back to check here in the management screen, and yeah, for some reason it was purple, even though very clearly the graph was only in the green. So I'm not sure if that was bugged or not, but either way, we'll take the 3 points, and you can see that we finished practice in P4 ahead of our teammate in P6. So a good first practice session there for Ferrari as we head into qualifying now.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware.
We're not going to have
we've
that
got a
glitch
car
anymore
leaving the
now.
garage.
We're going out at the same time.
Hopefully not. Oh, question. Are you on the left or the right side of the Ferrari garage?
Right, I think.
Yo, we're neighbours. I'm on the left of the Mercedes.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, look at that. My neighbours. Can't get rid of me that easy.
Damn. Good start. I've immediately just turned
be
into the
careful
wall
with
and
the front
damaged my
You've
wing.
taken some minor damage.
Ah, how'd you manage that?
I don't know. Just wasn't paying enough attention.
Was it at the same little corner where you crashed last time?
Yes.
Oh no, that corner's your nemesis.
Yep. It was because I was admiring. For some reason, the Ferrari looks absolutely stunning under lights.
Ah,
Yeah, so that's quite frustrating. I'll have to come into the pit lane here. We can watch Peter do his lap while we wait for our front wing to be fixed. And then I'll just wait around until the second sort of phase of qualifying. I'll still get 2 runs in easily, so not too big of a deal, just annoying. Not as annoying as that, though.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
hey mate.
Hey, so what's happened there?
I've done what you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh no. Worst part is, I'll have to check the replay, but from what I could tell, I don't even really think I touched it that much.
Oh, no.
If I did full on like clobber it like massively, then I need to get my eyes checked. But I swear I didn't really think I hit it that hard. But oh well. It was funny as well because I was telling myself, oh yeah, I reckon I should be aiming for top 10s very consistently in this car for qualifying, and then
Yeah.
like 5 seconds later,
Fences
hit the
it.
wall, just fences it.
Alright, here we go. First actual quali lap. We're on the same set of tyres we went out on for our first attempt before we immediately stuck it in the fence on our outlap. So ever so slightly worn tyres, but not enough to really make too much of a difference, hopefully. Decent turn 1 and 2 section there. Keeping it out of the fence there. There we go, final braking zone. It was decent, but could have been better. That's pretty much the best way to describe this entire lap. As we come across the line, P2. So not too bad. 6/10 off of Alonso though. That's actually pretty crazy. Looking like Alonso might be the form driver heading into this season. Alright, here we go. Final qualifying lap here around Saudi. This has to be magical if we want to find any spots. slackness of the wall. Oh dear. Very wide. It will have cost a little bit of time. We were very lucky to not get invalidated for that. Little squirm out of the final corner. Here we go. Run to the line. I don't know where that put us. P2 again. We match last season. Our debut for Williams, we put at P2, and now our debut for Ferrari, P2 again.
Hello.
Outgunned
Wow, that's a
by
good
my
week in
teammate.
Ferrari. look at that. The top four less than a tenth,
Less than a
and then
tenth, that's crazy.
and P5 is like barely a tenth.
Yeah.
It's 9,000 away from being less than a tenth.
I cannot believe that. Twice in a row, I've gone second now. Yeah.
Both Williams made it inside the top 10, so we've left that team in a good spot. My teammate just missed out by 0.2 of a second to make it inside the top 10, and then myself, no lap time set.
I don't know why we're doing so well around here, because our weakest part of our car was the engine. So we just must have decent drag. Like, we must just have a low drag
wouldn't you
car.
think with all of the windy sections, this would be more of a chassis track?
Yeah, maybe. I think chassis we were best, Ferrari. So maybe
that's it.
Maybe that's it. I was just expecting with a poor power unit, we might struggle with the long straights, but clearly we make up for it in the first sector.
Yeah, the Mercedes, I remember checking the R&D, were 5th in the chassis.
Ah, yeah.
We're like pretty much on par with the Williams, and the Williams like 6th in chassis.
Looking at R&D, we have a decent amount of points here, so we can have a look at the power unit. Leclerc is looking at the ERS, which we've got a discount for from one of our practice programs. But Leclerc will have a higher reputation with the team than me, meaning he can see more upgrades. So I'm going to purchase this upgrade here. It's actually got a 0% failure chance, which is interesting. So it must be an upgrade that Ferrari already tried and failed in the past, maybe? Very weird. Regardless, I'm going to purchase that, which is going to force Leclerc to have a look at something else. But that is a good start on getting our way to a better power unit, I think. And he's not looking at anything else just yet, so we'll have to wait and see.
Alrighty.
Alright. Ooh.
Got an interesting strategy there, do you?
Ah, it's alright. Just not the one I was expecting, but I'm keen.
Alright, I'm ready to go when you are. But actually, let me mess around a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm cooking. Yep, I'm good.
Just give me a second.
You ready to go?
In a second, hang on.
Oh.
Hang on.
Ow.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be an important start for me.
Okay,
0.2
incredible
meters.
parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
Rough. It was on 0 and it's considered over. Alright, good luck, sir. Oh, I was sleeping on that start. I watched the lights go out and I was still holding the clutch, and I was like, oh.
Oh dear, we're 3 wide, go away.
Joe closed a door on me that was very much open.
I've dropped to P3, Alonso got through on me. Alonso going for a move on the into the hairpin. for the dive into the lead. Got it. 2 for 1 into turn 1.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Here we go. Alonso back up me into turn 1. He's got it done. A little bit of contact on his rear end, but no damage.
I can now tell that I'm in the race. I'm running too much rear wing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Flying past Alonso into turn 1 again. We're just trading at this point. By the looks of it. Alonso and Leclerc are battling. This is helping me. Oh, they're going side by side through the first sector. This is massive.
Nah, it's a slow stop. Damn it. You weren't meant to hear that.
I heard it, mate.
Damn it.
I've now got a 2.3 second lead as well.
Yes, mate, we hit the
And
target.
I've
Nice
achieved
work.
my race objective. Norris on the softs has caught up to Alonso and Leclerc now, as I have a massive moment through the first sector but catch it. But now that means there's 3 of them battling, which should hopefully help me pull even more. Norris is into the pit lane, so it looks like the soft tyre runners are starting to come in now.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in
There we
front
go.
of us, and let's make the
Finally
best
got
of it.
a
So
race
please
objective
make
of
this
achieve
next
a
one
lap
very
time.
fast lap. Nice work, you
Objective
smashed it.
complete.
Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
Leclerc's into the pit lane off the mediums, that's early. And Alonso and Albon. Wow, that's very early. Are they pitting for the hards? They are. How's your race
So
going?
with that, yeah, with that wave pit stops, I'm currently P16 with quite a few drivers still get the pit, so making a nice overcut.
Nice.
And I am roughly on similar pace to Science, who's the next car in front of me, and he's on the mediums.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're
So
gonna be on
I've only
softs.
lost a second to him in the last 3 laps on my run-in hards.
They should hit this lap, all the rest of the medium runners.
I can see an Aston in the lane. Alright, now that should be everyone done a pit stop.
Is that you right behind that big train?
No, I'm.
Oh, you're in
leading
front of
the
a train.
Yeah,
Hamilton's right on the back of a big train.
yeah, I am behind Hamilton, so it's 9 seconds to me and Hamilton. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm, yeah, currently P12, so I've actually gained 5.
Yeah, very nice.
stopping early. Jumped about 4 spots, I think it is. Have you stopped yet?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm stopping at the end of lap 15 to trade my mediums for a set of softs.
Oh.
I had a 5-second lead before the pit stop phase. It's now going to be very close if I come out in the lead or not. But then the difference in tyres between me on fresh softs and everyone else on worn mediums and hards is going to be crazy.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end
Hopefully.
of this lap.
Anyway.
Oh, I don't know if it's because I was just so buried deep in the field from starting last, but I personally didn't find a massive advantage
Understood.
being on the
Stopping this
softs
lap.
at the start.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, that could just be because I was buried so deep, so it's hard to find a gap.
So here we go, pit entry. Let's try and not get a penalty. Remembering I'm at the start of the pit lane. Nice.
here
Nice
you go.
fast
Go, go.
stop, beautiful.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Where do we come out in relation to the
Look after
field?
these tyres now. We want to
It's
finish
going to
the
be
race
close
this
with
compound.
Alonso. Take the lead. I said close, but it actually looks like it's going to be around 2 seconds lead. Beautiful. Go across the line, consolidate that fastest lap as well. Now I just need to make sure I don't do any silly mistakes.
Alright, that was my bad.
Just so you know,
What
we're getting
happened?
some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so
Outbroke
hopefully
myself
you
into
need to
turn
be
1,
worried,
tried
just
to
some
avoid
bad
the other
data,
AI and
so keep
kind of
doing what you're
sideswiped
doing. I'll
Yuki,
let
and
you know if
apparently
you
he's out
notice
from
any
that, from a bit
genuine
of front wing
problems.
damage.
Oh! I haven't even got the message
Yeah.
saying he's out yet, but I can see that it's down to 19 people left. Interesting.
Yeah.
No safety car to save you there.
No, only side pod damage.
Damn.
Yeah. And now, I don't know what Mark's smoking, but he wants me to save my ERS up to 86%.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if he's seen, but I'm in a battle pack here. It's not for points, but I'd like to finish as high as I can. And he's like, yeah, pretty much get yourself nearly a full battery, please.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
Alright. Finished my third race objective of use over 1.4 seconds of ERS for 5 laps.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, Gasly's just had an engine failure right in front of me! Nearly squeezed me into the wall.
Jesus.
That's got to be a safety car because he's had it down the main straight. Oh, it's probably a bit late now.
There's like
isn't it?
just enough time. I think if it's lap 23 it won't happen. So, is it gonna happen? Doesn't look like it.
No.
Did you get more damage?
No,
You just got around him.
it's fine. Yeah.
So where do you sit at the moment?
P12.
12.
If I can finish here, I'm pretty content with that considering started last, didn't really make too much ground on the softs,
Okay, be aware
then
there's an incident
rubbed the
next
wall a
part of
little
the
bit,
track.
and that
No
pretty much made my
overtaking through
softs
the yellow flags.
unusable because of how much tire wear I had,
Yeah.
or damage from that rubble of the wall. Um,
Okay, clear.
and then, yeah, been on hards ever since, so the fact that I've been able to fend off from all the faster tyre runners behind me, I'm okay with that. It just would have been nicer if I was able to drag it up into the points.
Yeah.
But at this point, it looks like Hamilton at best is going to get P10. He's currently battling with Science for that final point.
Yeah, the difference in performance between the Mercedes and Ferrari is interesting because they're right next to each other on the graph. So clearly,
But
this
even
is just a
Hamilton
strong.
struggled.
Yeah, this is clearly just a
Yeah.
strong track for the Ferrari.
Yeah, well, yeah, I double checked the R&D, and yeah, the Mercedes is big screen freeze.
Nice.
Yeah, and the Mercedes is P6, P6, P5 in the chassis department,
Yeah.
whereas the Ferrari's best.
So this must be somewhere where the Mercedes is faster,
Yeah.
and we might struggle a bit.
But the issues I had at Williams aren't going away. Mark just came on the radio that all my tyre pressures are reading 0.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Leclerc and Alonso have started battling again, and Verstappen and Norris. But Leclerc's got himself back into P2 for a potential Ferrari 1-2 here. That would be nice.
Alright. Did manage to pass that objective to save up all that ERS.
Damn.
I guess it actually has worked out well, because now it means if Ricardo does manage to get inside my DRS, he shouldn't, because I've been able to, dump ERS to build that gap where I need
Yeah.
to counter the side pod damage.
Okay, mate.
Um,
Final lap. Keep
So
your
he should get within
concentration and let's
DRS,
bring
but
it
if he
home.
does, I've now got a full tank of ERS to defend him with.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.6 seconds.
Alonso must have got damage or something because he's now dropped out of the top 5.
And after all of that, Mark's now like, yeah, use that ERS, you got too much of it. Make up your mind.
Max is now in the P2, but that sets Leclerc up nicely for a final dive bomb into the back straight. Alright, here we go. Final corner of the final lap around Saudi Arabia. On debut for Ferrari, we're gonna get our second career win. After all the trouble it took in the Williams to get a win, we get it here in Saudi Arabia, and it looks like Leclerc is going to make it a 1-2 as well. Yes, he has made it a 1-2 for Ferrari with a final lap move on Verstappen, so couldn't be a much better weekend for Ferrari here in Saudi. Hamilton in the Mercedes goes P11 there. In the end, Sainz got him on the last lap, so it's a double point score for Williams, who go 5th and 10th. And unlucky Peter comes across the line P12.
It was an alright recovery, but not good enough.
But a win on debut by 6 seconds for Ferrari. That should tell the team what I plan on doing this season. Over Leclerc, a second career win on the trot as well.
Well, all that off-season work clearly paying off here today, Crofty. A brilliant way to start the season with a solid victory. It's a real good confidence boost as well, and you feel like that's going to really propel them forward through to the next race coming up.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red
Oh,
suit.
this just looks right. Ferrari suit with the Aussie flag over the back.
For a world-class team, Ferrari do it again.
Spray that champagne. Bask in the glory. Puts morale at a high heading into the home Grand Prix. And a fastest lap to top it off as well. Quite convincingly as well, jeez. I didn't realise it was that big of a gap. Albon's done very well on his return to the grid as well to go P5 in the Williams. Sainz P10, just scoring a point.
Alright, I came back to the end of your little rundown, but so Max got on the podium with you in the Ferrari gang.
Yep.
Albon made improvements. Checo
Yep.
did his usual, went down. Alonso, yeah, struggled. P9.
Yeah, he has to have got
both-
damage or something.
Yeah,
That's a
both
crazy
Mercedes
call.
just
Just outside
But-
the points.
just outside the points, which sucks. Well, I guess Lewis maintained position, so meh. Better save the replay before I forget.
Yes.
Standings are as race results.
Yep.
When was the last time we saw Mercedes without points?
Yeah, wow. That's a shocking start for you guys.
Yeah.
But it couldn't have been any better whatsoever for us. 1-2 in quali, 1-2 in the race, and the fastest lap.
Maximum points.
Maximum points.
Damn. Decent opening round then.
Yes, absolutely. Rivalry, I am now leading 3-2. Ratings. 327 experience puts me up to 68. 873 racecraft puts me up to... Hang on. Experience went up to 68. Racecraft to 78. Awareness 929 gained. Pace 2015 gained, which puts me up to 80. Focus 3197 gained, which puts me to 75. And my overall has now gone up to 78.
Well, my ratings are a little confusing. So I gained experience,
Yep.
gained racecraft. I'm now up to level 71 racecraft.
Yep.
Awareness went up, but my pace went down. I would have thought my
Oh,
pace would have gone
it'll
up.
tell you why it's gone down if you click through
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. Let's have a look why it went down. Pace went down. My weekend ratings will naturally reduce over time. So that doesn't tell me. Oh, okay. So I lost 400 pace
Yeah.
because my margin to the fastest lap was apparently over 2.5 seconds.
Oh wow.
I wasn't that far off, sure. I know I did most of the race on the hards.
Well,
but-
I was 1.5 seconds quicker than the next fastest lap. Because
right.
I just set an absolute blinder on a set of softs with,
Yeah.
only half a race worth of fuel in it.
Yeah. So that pace has hurt me a bit. The focus went up to level 46. So I'm starting to regain some focus.
Oh, yeah.
And my rating's still overall 67.
Nice. Recognition. I'm only at 34% compared to Leclerc's 66%, so
I'm at 29% compared to Hamilton's 71.
we got a bit of work to do to prove to our teams that we're just as
Oh,
important.
Yeah.
And we load into our house immediately with a secret meeting on the table.
Damn. That's
Clearly-
not wrong at all.
Clearly, I have turned some heads.
Yeah, I've got a secret meeting as well.
Ooh,
Yes.
very exciting.
Indeed.
Well, everyone, that was the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix with our debut for Ferrari, and it could not have gone much better. P2 in qualifying, just missing out on pole from Leclerc, our teammate, and then going on to win the Grand Prix as well, leading a Ferrari 1-2, taking the fastest lap also. So carrying on our good form from the end of last season when we got our first win of our career with Williams, now getting our second win on the trot now with Ferrari, and hopefully now heading into our home Grand Prix, we can get some redemption for how last season went down with that engine failure, and we can hopefully pick up the number one trophy at our home Grand Prix. That would be a great way to come back from that disaster that was the last Australian Grand Prix. We've got a secret meeting to look forward to as well heading into the next one to see who we have piqued the interest of, and plenty of work to do with trying to improve the car as well, because just because we're strong here at Saudi, we can't get complacent and mess around not upgrading the car. So if you're looking forward to that just as much as I am, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you all the next one at Australia. See you there.